Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Psychopath Season 2, Episode 7, and last episode, Dogani got on my nerves because what's it called? When Akane came face to face with Shisui and Kamui, and she pointed the gun that was not the Dominator at him, and then thinking about maybe shooting him, but I'm sure didn't want to do that. That she wasn't gonna do that, and then Tokani just showed up and took the gun out of her hands, like, you shouldn't be doing this. I'm the one that should be doing it. And then she saw him as Kogami, and I'm like, ugh, that really got on my nerves. And then we found out that he was collecting her color, hue, level, or whatever, and that he wants to color her black. So I'm like, you are evil, go away. So there was that, and then you have Shisui. What do I keep saying? Kamui using this game and using it as a front for people to kill the enforcers, and he collected Dominators, and yeah, they were able to stop that from happening. But then again, the people were actually able to see what they were actually doing, which is they were killing people, and they didn't know, but now they know. And now the stress level was like high. So yeah, that's what happened. And before we get into this episode, just my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/Trillion. And now let's start this episode, and here we go. Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review. So some people are actually like continuing to use it. That's not the real one. Untraceable children. I don't care if it's in your mind, but mm-hmm. Okay. It's not like that he transplanted his eye into him. Oh, yeah, so bad. Did he kill the grandma? Mm-hmm. It's the truth. It's the truth. You know somebody's been there. Or the inspectors that he worked with. So that's what he's been doing. Hmm. So that was him. The title of the episode was something children, right? Kamui. I'm assuming he's still alive by then. He'll probably, yep, use the one of them. Yes, he can. Aww, One-chan. Did it make his view clear too? Look at that. I thought he was gonna play dumb, but nope. Mm-hmm. He's gonna spill the beans. Yep. Wait. I went back and looked at a lot. Just basically watched many of the things just so that I can try to understand what Kamui is doing. So, when they started the episode, even though it was a figment of her imagination, I was just so glad to hear his voice and just to see him, like, so happy. So, okay, at first he wanted to see if the Dominator can be used by anyone, and no. So he kidnapped this inspector and used her eye to sort of make him use the Dominators. And then he tried to see if the Dominators can kill inspectors. And now he can. And then he stole a bunch of Dominators. I think they said 8 total. Meaning that 8 other people are going to be using the Dominators. And then when he was talking to the person that was part of the surgeon that operated on him or whatever, the guy said that everything is ready and that now everybody else can use the Dominators. And then he said something about he just needs to find the person that I don't know if it's making the society as it is or something like that. The one person that came to my mind was the chief. So maybe he's trying to use the Dominator to kill the chief. But then again, the chief is, she's part of the brain trust. The chief can be anybody. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. But like, even if you kill her, it's not gonna stop the civil system, So I'm like, I don't know if that's the end goal, but yeah, if it's just to kill her, that's not gonna do anything. Now you have Togane realized that someone was in his room, that this Inspector Bika was in his room, and I just don't know what he's gonna do with that. Because right now she doesn't know that he knows. So I don't know what he's gonna do with that information. And then she copied a background file on Togane, and what he said was that every inspector that he's worked with has turned into a lone criminal and then has been killed. The fact that he's the highest crime coefficient ever recorded is his thing to corrupt inspectors and make them learn criminal and kill them. Is that his thing, and is that why he's so obsessed with coloring Akane black, because she's always so clear? So it's like a challenge for him to do that with her too, like he did with the previous inspectors that he's worked with. I don't know, but yeah, I hope he doesn't achieve his goal, because nah, you evil man, I don't like you. So I hope my Akane stays the way that she is, and I feel that she's going to, because after she received that call about the nursing drone malfunctioning or whatever, where her grandma was. And then she went and visited the grandma, and the grandma is like, you always put people's lives first, and she wants him to do that, like, always. And then she sort of like, I feel like it was a way for her to reaffirm herself as who she was, as the kind of person that she was. So I feel like she's not gonna change. But then I'm worried that if something happens to the grandma because of Kamui, like, or because of this Togane person, that maybe it's gonna affect her some ways. I don't know, but okay. I don't want Togane to win, so And I'm also wondering if she, since Togane's thing is to change people, inspectors, is to turn them into living criminals, is he gonna try to do the same thing with Mika? Because then she's gonna be killed. Because all the inspectors turned into living criminals and then they got killed. So maybe that's what he's gonna try to do to her. And then we figured out that Kamui was part of the plane crash with all these other people, all these other children and adults and everything. He was the lone survivor, and he was operated on by the surgeon that they have in custody right now. And that when they try to access the medical stuff, they were like, they couldn't do that because he was blocked at a higher level or something because of the medical something. And then she brought it to Hinakawa. Yeah, she brought it to Hinakawa. And then Hinakawa was like, it was probably blocked because it probably contains some kind of drug pattern or something. And then she's like, okay, the biggest drug company or whatever is owned by Togane family, which is this living criminal that changes inspectors into living criminals, which is Togane's family. So that makes her even more determined to learn more about the case, so that maybe she's gonna learn more about Togane and why he's the way that he is. I don't know, but I feel like it's not gonna end well for her, because this Togane, he used to be a therapist, okay, so he can, I'm pretty sure, manipulate everybody. And then when they told Hinakawa, right, to age up all these children that were in the accident, and then they showed them as they were like as adults, they showed them on screen, and then they were going through them, and then they showed this what's it called, this therapist that came to visit, who was it, the guy that was blowing up stuff all over town, and they had him cornered someplace, and then they said that someone visited him. Kamui probably visited him and all that, but then the only person that they saw was this therapist, and I'm like, was the therapist Kamui? And yeah, it was him. And then he was also the guy that was holding the gun onto Aoyanagi, the inspector that they killed. At that point in time, it didn't cross my mind that it was him, because he was like the old man that had everybody hostage. Was the one that told him to keep her in check or something or other. It never crossed my mind that it was Kamui. And then there's something about him having a bunch of organs and transferred these organs into people that are his accomplice, and those are the accomplices. Now, that if they find, like, if they do research or whatever on those organs and figure out who they belong to, then they're gonna know who is Kamui's apprentice to. Now, are those accomplices? Now, are those accomplices the ones that are gonna be getting the dominators, or different. I don't know. Yeah. Is there anything else? Akane went to confront the chief about how Sybil was handling this whole thing. Like, she asked her point blank, why aren't you disabling the dominators that's in the Inspector Shisui's hands, because they know that she's working with Kamui, so why are you not disabling it? And then she's like, since her view is clear, they're not gonna do anything about it. And I can just told her, you just don't wanna let people know that your system is not working, that's why you're not doing that. And then she mentioned the fact that usually that their system is based off of criminally asymptomatic people, but Kamui is so like completely different that they don't even wanna study him or have him join them. They just want him gone. I don't like what Kamui is doing, but I just don't want the civil system to win either, man. Like, I don't. I guess the civil system just wants them to kill Akane to kill Kamui because they don't want him alive so that he doesn't, shine a light on their flawed system and everything, and they're not gonna be able to use him as well to join the brain trust. So they wanted Akane to kill him, and she even mentioned the fact that she shouldn't have stopped Dogane from killing her. And Akane is just like, I'm gonna do my duty, and my duty is to capture this guy so that he can be judged like, a regular human being, I guess, be judged. I don't think it's gonna end up that way, but yeah, guess we'll see. And then there's surgeon was telling professor that they probably think that one single guy has been making fools of you, but he was never alone or something, and that that he was never alone. Did they mean his accomplice? His accomplices? That's the plural word, right? Accomplice? Or whatever. His accomplices? Is that what he meant? And then Kakane is like, forget the third or the fourth hollow, Kami has been right beside us all this time. Like, oh, what the heck does that mean? Forget the third and fourth hollow, it has been beside us all this time. I don't get it. All this time, like, well, ever since the beginning of Psychopaths, or ever since the beginning of season 2, like, what does she mean by that? I don't know. Hopefully, they're gonna explain that a little bit more. So, thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want to see the next episode right now, you can do so by checking out our Patreon at patreon.com/meeting, or you can also see the full length of this reaction there as well. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.